Welcome back to the channel. For today's video we have something a little bit different to the usual drone flight. We're going to talk about the legalities of flying a drone over a football stadium. I've been asked a number of times and have seen the question asked on Facebook and other forums, can you fly a drone over a football stadium? The simple answer is yes, you can. However, you must stay within the law. So, how do you do it? The first thing is to ensure you're following the Civil Aviation Authority approved drone code. This states that you must not fly higher than 120 metres or 400 feet. None of the stadiums I've been to have been taller than this, so we're all good there. You must not fly close to people than 50 metres, and you must not fly over them. You must also remain 150 metres from residential, recreational, commercial and industrial sites. However, the rules on minimum distances to people are different for drones and model aircraft below 250 grams. If you're flying a drone that's below 250 grams, you can fly close to people than 50 metres, and you can fly over them. You can also fly small drones that are lighter than 250 grams at residential, recreational, commercial and industrial sites. Never fly over people who are crowded together. A crowd is defined as a group of people who cannot move away quickly because of the number of people around them, and you certainly shouldn't be flying over a stadium on a match day. The drone I use is a DJI Mini 2, which weighs 249 grams. When operating a sub 249 gram drone with a camera, it is a legal requirement that the drone displays an operator ID. It's similar to a registration plate on a car and costs £10 per year. Before flying, you need to consider where you're going to take off from, as you must have the landowner's permission. However, taking off and landing on public land is perfectly fine and no permission is required, although do consider people who may be in the area when the drone is taking off and landing. You also need to check the area where you are to fly. Using an app such as Drone Assist highlights the areas where you are allowed to fly and where you are not. It will show some areas in yellow, which may be power lines, railway lines or sites of special scientific interest, known as SSSI. These could be somewhere that birds are nesting. You can fly in these areas, but consideration must be taken before doing so. It can be against the law to disturb nesting birds. The app will also highlight prisons and airports. You're not allowed to fly over prisons. However, within the flight restriction zone of an airport, you can fly, providing you've been given permission. There are some areas, particularly in London, where it is a blanket no-fly zone. You will not be given permission. But do check on Drone Assist before flying. I've had to get permission from Cambridge and Luton Airport so far, and a few more stadiums I aim to fly over require the same permission. It is not difficult to do, providing you carry out some research, fill out the forms and follow the correct steps, etc. I intend to do a further video on this in the future explaining how to get permission from different airports. When flying a drone, you must also keep visual line of sight at all times, which for a number of stadiums this is quite easy to do. However, some of the larger stadiums do present a challenge and you may need to change your position to get the footage you're looking for. Some of the stadiums I've flown over, I've had security come out and tell me I'm not allowed to fly over the stadium as it's private land. I was told by security at Portsmouth that their stadium is a no-fly zone and they don't even allow the police to fly their drones over the stadium. Security are clearly misinformed on this. I've also been asked not to overfly some stadiums, but when I politely declined, they realised there was nothing they could do. I think the final thing to talk about is privacy. The drone code states that you must respect people's privacy whenever you use a drone with a camera or a listening device. If you use these where people can expect privacy, such as inside their home or garden, you're likely to be breaking data protection laws. I certainly don't see flying over a football stadium to be breaking any privacy laws, but do let me know your thoughts in the comments. So again, to answer the question, can I fly a drone over a football stadium? The answer is yes, absolutely. Providing you do your research and you stay within the law, you will be absolutely fine. Please feel free to ask me any questions in the comments below. I'm more than happy to respond, give advice, etc. And thank you for taking the time to watch today's video, and please do subscribe as it helps the channel to grow. See you on the next one.